Hey everyone, it's Daniel Gerfinkel here with Lucky Credit. I'm with our client John, and we wanted to shoot this quick little testimonial, just walk you through John's experience working with us. So, John, give us a quick little introduction. Tell us a little about your business and the situation before you started working with us.
Hi, my name is John Sterling, and I'm the CEO of Sync Solutions. Sync Solutions is a 27-year-old technology solutions provider. We have some AI applications that we've developed in the public sector, in higher education, and in the electric and gas utility industry. When we came to Lucky Credit, we needed additional capital and credit vehicles to launch some of our marketing efforts in the AI space. We had the capabilities, we had the references, but we needed more resources to tell the story.
Cool. And how much funding in total were we able to secure over the last few months working together?
I think in less than a year, we've secured about $300,000 in credit. And
Amazing.
that's all due to the perseverance of the people at Lucky Credit and the way they work with us. It was seamless and easy.
Excellent. And before you started working with us, how were you funding your business? Like, what was your strategy and what changed, during working with us?
I think we were funding the business more so through my personal assets. And it became a little bit challenging to continue to go back to the well to use personal assets. Working with Lucky Credit, we were able to use our commercial lines of credit and credit cards against the company, not against my personal credit.
Excellent. And what's that allowed you to do that, in the past you weren't able to?
Well, it's a way of funding certain operational expenditures, such as marketing, such as website payments, such as technology upgrades. So we were able to do a lot of the operational expenditures or the OpEx through credit cards with a 0% interest rate for about a year. So that's been very helpful.
Cool. And do you think you would have been able to install this type of funding system into your business by yourself?
No, absolutely not. As an entrepreneur, I am focused on the value proposition that AI automation brings to my clients. And so, as a small business, we don't have a number of layers in our financial department, such as CFO, controller, all the way down. So, no, I would not have the time, the skills, and it wouldn't be a priority for me to focus on credit to secure for the company.
And we chatted a little before this interview started, but in the beginning, did you think like, that six figures in funding was a scam? Like, were you skeptical in the beginning and what kind of changed your mind?
Well, absolutely. I think that when you see offers that seem to be too good to be true on Instagram and you engage, the story usually always changes. It goes from I can get you $300,000 to we can secure $20,000. And quite frankly, Dan, I'll tell you, my skepticism was if I'm paying, let's say, 8 to 10 to 15 to $20,000 and I only get 20 to 25,000, then I'm paying a very large fee to get a minimal amount of capital or credit. Now, conversely, since we've gotten so much credit and the fee was not as much as a percentage of total credit received, then this worked out really well for the cost of capital.
You feel like you got a good deal with our flat fee model.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool. And where do you think you'd be if, let's say, you didn't work with us, right?
Well, I think we would still be effective. I just don't think that we would be able to accelerate as fast. So I think it's a matter of acceleration and optimization, not for us being a very tenured organization. It wasn't a matter of survival or not. It's just the expediency.
Excellent. Excellent. And what would you say to someone that might be skeptical about, let's say, putting money down for this process, investing their time? In the beginning, we do ask a lot from our clients. This is a done with you process. What would you say to someone who's skeptical about that?
Well, I think that first of all, if they're skeptical, they need to review what the goals are. And just as I did, to look at the return on investment. And then early on, we did spend a little time. Fortunately, Sync Solutions was in a little bit better place because we're more established. But I would go through the financials and realize that it will be some investment on the front end. One of the things I will say, we invested time on the front end, However, the time we invested on the front end yielded a lot of returns during the process. It didn't take a lot of my time once we got going.
Amazing. Cool. Anything else that you'd say about our service? Just, anything else people should know?
Well, I think that, you as a principal have been very involved. One of the things that I see in business nowadays is that a lot of the principals don't understand the business and they don't offer the level of customer service. I think I've been very pleased with your involvement, your attention to detail, and the accuracy of the program has been just incredible.
Amazing. Thank you, John. It's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure working with you. It'll be a pleasure to continue working. I'm looking forward to, helping your business grow and seeing what the future holds. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan.